Hey guys, this is Jessica. I am just trying to give you a little podcast here, or I don't know, video cast, whatever it would be, to give you a sense of what you can even include in maybe your opening piece that we saw in those couple sample portfolios. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about those portfolios because going into the weekend, I think you'd like to do some work on them. So I'm sending you an email that talks a little bit about some of the criteria that you're going to be looking for. But I want you to think about your portfolio as something that is useful to you right now. You don't have to think of it in terms of the Certificate of Excellence in Communication or necessarily something that summarizes your LA 101 experience or something that has to do with your coursework. It's more whatever you think is useful and what audiences you think this portfolio will reach now. I mean, you can plan it for, when you're a senior and you want to put your resume up there, whatever. But what I do want for you to do is be very thoughtful about what kind of portfolio this is and talk to your reader about, or either talk through prose or in this way about who you are, what this thing is we're looking at, and introduce the various components to it. For example, you might have some prose. Sorry, scratch my face. You shouldn't do that. You might, or wait, you might want to think these things through, see? And this isn't the ideal thing, and I have Mickey Mouse on in the background, not the greatest right now, but time is of the essence. So you might want to think about how to introduce your blogs is what I was going to say. If you're going to include all your blogs, you might want to say, like, here's what I'm doing here, here's what I'm doing with this blog. You might want to separate them out and organize them a little differently so that it's not just like this gobbledygook where you're saying, I'm working on this paper and then for some reason I'm thinking about this. I'll just use Megan's example of the Toyota Sienna ad. I'm doing a rhetorical analysis of that commercial. So keep thinking about what you're doing with all of these different blogs and how you can introduce them and how maybe you can even separate them out into different top nav tags. The other thing you can think about is creating a new blog totally and adding parts to that. So you can maybe do, instead of the LA 101H designation at the end of your URL, you might make a new one and just do like portfolio or some kind of tag like that. So if you want to keep it forever, it doesn't say something crazy. It says something reasonable that you would want to be in a URL. So you can build it for any purpose that you see necessary. However, in a one-page piece, when you say, hey, my ePortfolio is ready to look at next Saturday. Oh, here comes my son. He's going to bother me. Colin, just wait. All right, go get it. Okay, sorry. So anyway, this is a bad idea. I just want to do this really fast. So also, so you're turning this one-page thing to me, which you'll just submit as the in the Dropbox, where you talk about what the purposes of this ePortfolio are for you and what audiences you think that you are reaching with this ePortfolio. So you can consider like your primary audience and some secondary audiences. So your primary audience could be your mom, whatever you see, or future employers, or anyone who stumbles upon it. But I want you to think about what the function of it is at this moment. Is it to talk about you as a person? This is me and all the stuff I do and that I'm interested in. These are my hobbies. These are my pursuits. Or is it, this is my coursework and this is what I care about? Or is it, hey, I'm trying to get in the honors college. This is how awesome my work is. But I do want you to include your coursework, especially that from LA 101H. But you can also include some of your other coursework. You could say, this is where, so you shouldn't scratch your nose at all. That doesn't look good at all. So just think through all of these things and think of how you're going to introduce yourself in a more dynamic way than maybe some of the sample portfolios we've seen. So this is my horrible, crazy mise-en-scène. Remember, we were talking about that with the Royal Tenenbaums. And I should have put more makeup on, I gotta tell you. So this, I'm just communicating with you right now because I'm running out of time and we only have less than a week to finish this thing. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.